We have some celebrating to do here in the Yarn Dungeon. For a Furls Friday, they have just launched a brand new crochet hook, which is a mashup of two of my favorite things. First and foremost, we have crochet, and then we have coffee, specifically a latte. This one is a pumpkin spice latte because, you know, hello spooky season. Released a new limited edition latte streamline resin crochet hook. Here's the very first picture that they sent out, and I have no notes. This looks exactly like a latte in crochet hook form. The swirling action, the color combination that they went with, and the fact that every single one of these is going to look a little bit different just because that's how the resin streamline crochet hooks are. I mean, I could get 20 of this exact lineup in a 5mm crochet hook, and every single one of them is going to look slightly different, just like how latte art is. It's the same thing, but there's a little bit of difference for every single one of them. One of the many reasons why I love the streamline crochet hooks: indulge in the warmth of the limited edition latte streamline resin crochet hook, where coffee house comfort meets artisanal craftsmanship. This was the best time to release this crochet hook too, because it just screams cozy. And right now I have a ton of projects that are coffee inspired crochet projects that I want to work up. And so like matching my crochet hook to my project, that's one of my favorite things to do as well. So this is going to be fantastic. The lineup or the sizing that they have available is pretty much their traditional one that they have or that they release for the streamlined resins, which is a 5mm crochet hook all the way up to a 10mm crochet hook. Okay, let's actually go to the site and see what they have to say. Oh, and then here, this is a great picture. Latte crochet hook. It just gives you a little bit better perspective of, yeah, this is a latte inspired crochet hook. They did do a little sneak peek last night on their Instagram page where they pulled down a coffee mug and it said, "We're brewing up something new." I was like, okay, please, 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 please be a coffee inspired crochet hook, because I've been waiting for one of these for quite a while. Okay, so 5mm, and then we go half size. Like this is pretty much their standard sizing that they have for the resin crochet hooks: 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we don't do the half sizing after a 6.5. Going to the site, obviously there's going to be a lot more pictures so you can see. Let me like blow this one up here a little bit. The intensity of the colors and also the swirling action that we have going on here. And then on the bottom, we have the description. Celebrate International Coffee Day on October 1st. Okay, so we're getting a jump start on this. I honestly thought that I was behind or I missed something because I was like, okay, is it sooner than I thought it was going to be? No, it's October 1st, which mark that on your calendar because we are definitely going to celebrate that. Hello, October and coffee and crochet. What a great freaking day that's going to be. Swirled with rich espresso browns and creamy milk tones, each hook is a one-of-a-kind blend. I just have to keep mentioning that because that is one of the reasons why they are so special to me. They're just incredibly unique, and the hook that I get might look a little bit different than the one you get, which is just awesome. Like I love how it's not a carbon copy for every single crochet hook, but the feel and the actual weight and the description, like the specs of the crochet hook, are going to be exactly the same from hook to hook, which that is the most important thing because these crochet hooks are designed to help you crochet as long as possible and not be fatigued. Material is a resin, available sizes 5mm all the way up to 10. The length, when I don't really know what project I'm going to work on, or I have a lot of different projects that I want to work on and they all have different weights of yarn or, you know, different texture. We have acrylic, we have cotton, we have wool, and I'm going to be jumping between all of those. I love having the resin crochet hook. The fit for this is a 6.75 inches in length, and the diameter is a 16 to 17mm. That is going to differ a little bit just depending on if you have a 5mm crochet hook or a 10mm crochet hook. You know, obviously it's just going to change slightly. I do have some of the previous coffee inspired crochet hooks that they've come out with, which is why I was super excited that they launched this one. So this was the cafe crochet hook. Super beautiful, but you can tell this is a coffee one, not a latte one. Throughout, we don't really have a ton of the like milk inspired section of the crochet hook, and this one isn't a cream. Like this is straight through white swirled all the way through it. So this is a 4 millimeter and then this is a 6.5. What they're talking about for the width is right here. So a 16 to a 17 millimeter at the widest point for optimal comfort. So these are going to rest really nicely, designed for you to crochet for a very, very long time. Like that is why I love Furls crochet hooks. Obviously, I love how they look and everything, but it's the comfort and it's the fact that they're taking care of my hands and making sure that they're super healthy as I'm doing all these projects, because we all know it is spooky season. Like it's spooky season in the yarn dungeon all year round, but like specifically right now, we have a lot of different projects going on. So my crochet intensity has increased. I don't want to fatigue my hands. Like, I mean, I'm working on 3 or 4 different blankets right now. I have cardigans going on. I have socks, just a lot of different varying weights and also varying materials that I'm using to crochet with. So it's important that my tools are consistent. And these are just the ones that I found that work best for me. For the weight, we have approximately 0.5 ounces. Again, that's going to change a little bit, varying from the 5 millimeter all the way up to a 10 millimeter, just because of the sizing that we need to do for the actual hook section. Do I even have a big one? That's the other thing. I didn't end up getting the entire line for this one, and then they discontinued it, so I was very sad about that. But okay, they did go all the way up to 10. It doesn't look like I got that one. I just got my go-to one. So we have a 4 millimeter all the way up to a 6.5. That's as far as I went on these. But for this line, I will be going all the way up to the 10 millimeter because of the fact that I have blankets in mine that I do want to start working up with these. So yeah, I am ready to see these in person. There is a lot of information on their actual site if you've never used a Furls resin crochet hook before, just to see if it's something that's going to work for you and what you're wanting it for. If you want to travel with these quite often, I would highly suggest that you get a case for them as well. It's just going to add that extra layer of protection, because I know for me, when I'm traveling, I put this in a case and then I toss it in my bag and kind of forget about it. I'm not super like mindful of where my crochet bag is at all times. So I'll bring it into the car, toss it into the back. You're not going to want to be doing that with these just out and about. Like if I had this bag here with my project and just tossed it in here, no, we don't want to be doing that. We want to have a little extra protection for it. This is the very first thing that you're going to see on their page today. Rich, creamy, handcrafted latte streamlined resin crochet hooks. Click on that button and it's going to go to everything that you need to know, as well as a little bit more in depth of the streamlined resin crochet hook, how to care for them, the sizing, the weight, everything like that. They also do have a live chit chat on their YouTube channel whenever they have a launch like this. It's normally like 10 Central, so they'll launch this on their site and then they'll go right away and do a live, have a chit chat. And if you have comments or questions, obviously you can ask them now in the comments, but they do a great job of pulling it out of the chat. So they'll like pull the question, put it up there, and then actually answer it. So if you have questions, it's just something good to keep in mind for future launches that they have. Also giveaways, they do tons of giveaways on their lives. Even though this is their launch that they're talking about, they always talk about future things that are happening, like way into the future too. So if you want to get on the know with Furls, what's happening, what's coming next, especially right now because we are officially in the burr months, they're going to have a lot of things coming our way. So let me know what you think and what size are you looking at right now. My go-to size for this moment in time is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, which very quickly it will be shifting to an 8 millimeter crochet hook for all of my blankets. Like at the moment, I'm finishing up some cardigans. I do have some blankets that I'm using a number 4 medium weight weight yarn, so a 5.5 is perfect for that. But once I'm done with that, we're going to be shifting to some bigger, chunkier yarn. So a 5.5 or an 8mm crochet hook, that's what I'm looking forward to with these. But let me know what is your go-to size for your crochet hook. So for now, we wait until I get these in person and we can see the color intensity of them, and obviously do a little bit of celebrating for coffee. And I don't need a moment or event in time to celebrate crochet and coffee, but we're going to. So until then, have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.